we are. Today we are talking about irresistible offers. So I've been hearing that for many years. That is one thing, but recently there are many different coaches who have that in their program that say, create an irresistible offer, create an irresistible offer. But do you know what an irresistible offer is, and do you know how to create them? What is the mechanics of it? So when I ask people about it, they say, no, we don't. We just, we want to know what is an irresistible offer. And if you guys have one, please put it in the comment, because I want to know, how are you creating your irresistible offer? And if you have an offer for me, because I might be a good target audience for you and for your offer. So I am going to talk about that today, because it is bothering me that people are coaching create irresistible offers, but they are not telling how to create them, and it's not easy. If you are new to the entrepreneurship, how would you create an irresistible offer? So I want to challenge you first before we start, is if you don't have audience, if you don't have raving fans, then creating irresistible offers can be a little bit challenging, because if you know who you are talking to, if you know who you are creating this offer to, then it's easy to create it's irresistible. Then it's easy to say, okay, it's going to be irresistible for them. But if you don't have an audience that is following you and they are already crazy about your products and services, it might be difficult to know how to make it irresistible. To create an offer is something, but what about creating an irresistible? Okay, so that could be a little bit challenging for people who are just starting up, but that means that you need to know your audience even better. If you don't already have a followers, who are your audience? What do they like? What are their pain points? What are their demands? All of that needs to be in order to make it irresistible. I'll tell you why. So let's just dive into it. And also, the second thing I wanted to challenge you about, how can this work for you or your industry? So it doesn't matter which industry you are in, this should work for everybody, but you have to, make it so that it is, talking to the industry that you're in. And again, the industry you're in, but also the audience you're talking to, right? So how can it work for you? Start to think about what is it that you are offering, right? So what is an offer? Put it in the chat, put it in the comment if you have a beautiful offer. Now, when it comes to my understanding and my experience, an offer doesn't necessarily need to cost anything. I have had many people who have downloaded my knowledge system, knowledge mapping system for free. But the offer have been, because there has to be a transition if it is an offer, right? Otherwise, it's a gift. If you're giving it away, it's a gift. But what do you want it in return? What is it that you need from them in order to offer this, right? So most of the time, if people have created a free offer, they want your email address, right? Why? Because then they're creating their audience. So an offer that is free could be good to get leads. But I would suggest to you, instead of getting leads by offering free stuff, get them to pay you some little amount, maybe $1, maybe 10 kroners, because what is it that is showing is that they're committed to learn more about this subject or about your services or anything that you're selling. If you create something that is maybe only 10 kroners or $1 or 100 kroners, and $10, what is happening is that when they are giving you that amount of money, they're committing not just to you, but also to themselves that they're going to use it. Now, I can easily admit that I am also one of those that if I download a PDF from somebody, then I think, oh, I'm going to read that. Or if I don't have any connection with them personally, it's just somebody that is offering me free something, I might download it. I might give them my email address, but I might not read it. I might not use it for anything. So just a few weeks ago, I downloaded a free PDF. I don't remember what it was about, something about sales or something. And I gave her my email address in order to get it downloaded. But what I did, because I had so many sending me a lot of newsletters, I then went and unsubscribed. But if I had paid money for that, I would have never unsubscribed because then I wanted more from that person. So this is what is happening these days. So what is your offer about? Is it something that you can charge a little bit for? Or do you just want to give it away in returns for their email address or their contact information? So be very specific about it. Now, our offer is made up of two parts, right? It's the transformation that you provide, the unique outcome, the experience, the outcome that your product is providing. So when I think about the high quality omega-3 that I am selling, then I always focus on the outcome. What does it do for people? Okay, it helps people stop hair loss. It can help them get into, by getting into balance, they can lose weight like I did. I got a glowing skin. I got a lot of benefits. So because I got them, I can say that it can help them. And a lot of people are suffering for this, so which will be a perfect outcome for them, right? Now, also, how am I giving them the service? Or let's say when I am working with creating clear goals. So I have a workshop. So what is the outcome? Clarity gives you ways to create proper plans. It can give you an action plan. So when you take action, you'll be able to predict the outcomes, which again would give you results and which will lead you ultimately to your goal. So people want to achieve their goals and they want to have experiences, they want to change. And so they need clarity to where to start and where do I want to go. So that is the outcome. But how do I do it? Yes, I have 5 days live workshop in a Facebook group. This is the way I deliver it. Okay. So, so that's one of my offers. Another one is I have a strategy call one-to-one. But if I'm going to talk about the outcome first, and then I'll talk about how you can get that service. So the trick is to create that offer into irresistible is to focus 90% of your energy on the words, be enthusiastic about it and the outcome. On the enthusiasm and the words and the energy, everything needs to be focused on the outcome. Always the outcome. What is the benefit for people if they buy it from you? Right? So what is the benefit for them? And that's where it leads back to what I said earlier. You need to know your audience. So if you don't know your audience, you don't know what kind of outcome they want. So I know my audience for the different things that I provide. So for my dance center, my audience are people who like to move, like to dance, but also want to experience standing on stage and perform. Right? So if they want to be on a professional stage, they are my audience. A lot of people have dreams that they want to be dancers, but they never get to do that. But they still want to achieve that dream somehow. So they become my, target audience. So I use 90% of my energy, words, and time on showing them the outcome. And then 10% is how you provide it, how you will give them that experience. So they have to come to my class. It's simple. I don't use a lot of time in explaining how my class is going on, how I teach them, or, how much money it costs. I use 90% of my time making them, visualize their dream, visualize and feel that they are there, on stage with beautiful costumes. It's easy for me to create that dream for them. If I'm going to use my time on a strategy call, so what do? I create a kind of a visualized meditation, if you want to say, or they can feel that they are successful in their business by using that one plan. I'll help them get the clarity. um, I have examples, I have testimonials, which I then push forward so they can understand that this can be the outcome for them as well, because a lot of people want to achieve something but they don't have the clarity how to achieve it. And when how would they get there, and what would it look like? What would they feel? What will they experience? What will they wear? Who will they be with? It's difficult if they never experienced it before. The outcome is difficult for them to imagine. So then I make them imagine it, and I use 90% of my time there. Then when they are convinced, then I tell them, okay, this is how you do it. And it has to be simple. So another way to look at it is that they're buying the destination and not the plane. So we love the plane because we have created the plane, right? We have created the way they will get the results. I've taken the coaching education and I have a lot of techniques in my bag. I want to use this on you, this on you, this on you. This is what is going on in my head, right? So when the passenger are coming on the plane, I want to give them this good food, and I want to ask them for if they want a tea and coffee and the nice first class experience and the videos, which movies they want to watch. I want them to look at that, but they don't care. They don't care. They want to go to the destination. They want to achieve that experience because that's what they bought. The plane is only a process for them to get to the destination. So always focus on the destination. They want to be there maybe 4 days, 2 weeks. They want to be on the beach. That's what they're looking for. That the plane is comfortable and it was a good experience. Yes, that's a bonus. That's a good thing. Their vacation started nicely. And that is your job, to get them there nicely and comfortably. But they don't care about the plane. They want to get to the destination. So that's why it's important to focus on that. So why make an offer? Because it's a disservice not to do it. And if you already created that beautiful image in their mind, that is your destination, you help them visualize where they can be by using your services or products, then not making an offer would provide, it will hinder them for stepping into it. They want to go into that position. They want to achieve their goals. They want to feel lovely one day. If you're a makeup artist and you make people beautiful, they want that. But if you don't make an offer, they can't step into it. And another thing is that then you are actually doing all the heavy lifting. You are educating the audience, but somebody else would come in and make an irresistible offer and get the sales. So then wait to make an offer. Just do it. And how to create it irresistible, there are mechanics to it, some easy system to it. So break it down. So the first thing is your service or your book or your workshop or your product, whatever it is. I see there is a spelling mistake. It should say product. It was a little bit too fast I was writing. I'm sorry about that. So what your main dish is your product or service, your book or your workshop, whatever it is. And so that's what you're going to focus on, right? So put it out there. This is what it costs. So my 5 days online workshop with goal mapping is 500 kroners. It's nothing. When I do a full day live, it's 1,500 kroner per person. And depending on the company, if the company buys it from me, it's much more per person. But then it's like 2 full days. Now, what I do is I do half a day for entrepreneurs, and then I take less. But then now I have another offer, which is 5 day live with me in a Facebook group with only for 500 kroners. So this is, it's, I've broken it down, and it is with other people in the group. That means the interaction is there, but it's not with me live. So that's the main dish. That's the workshop that I'm running, 5 days live. Then you have the bonuses. You have to have bonuses. But there is a strict rules with the bonuses. It has to be very, very few. One or max two. Don't make like a lot of bonuses, because what is happening then, you are kind of reducing the value of the main dish. The second thing is that it has to be related to the main dish. Okay, so it has to be related to what you're selling already. So, like with my workshop, I have bonuses. Well, I have more bonuses, but they are all free, which you would have gotten anyway. But I have Facebook community. So you get the community who are opting in with you, but also you get to join my other Facebook groups. Why? Because being an entrepreneur is very lonely, and you need peer groups. You need people who can hold you accountable, because it's difficult sometimes for people to hold themselves accountable, to be disciplined. So that is one of the biggest bonuses. The other bonus is that if you buy my workshop, you get that one-to-one strategy call for free. That is also a value of 2,000 kroners. But right now the offer is for 500. But if you buy my workshop, you get it for free. Why do I want to give that for free? Because I want everybody to succeed. So once you created your goal map, I want to be able to help you use that goal map to create a strategy for how to achieve the goals. I do that in the workshop, but we go dive deeper into your goals, into your strategies, and into the way we plan out your actions. So that is another bonus that you get from my services. Now, after that, there are upsales. In my workshop, there are upsales. Now, upsales are different than bonuses. Bonuses is something that you give for free. Upsale is something that you sell on the top of what you are selling already. The upsale should not be more expensive than the main dish, the main offer. It should be on the same price, but it could be related to your main dish. So my upsale is my video course, which is around 500 kroners as well. And you can buy that for less amount. I think it's 20% off or something like that. And then you need that confidence, you need that charisma, you need that courage in order to get to your goals, right? So that could be something that people want to buy, and it's a video course that they will have access to forever, which is a pretty good deal. So I think, so that is the upsale part. So you can have as many upsales offers as they want, in different range, but your bonuses needs to be free and related to your main dish. And then you have limiters. This is where a lot of people leave the offers on the table, and then they're not leveraging this. People feel that it's like cheating, or it's like pushing people to buy if they have either a time limit or a quantity limit. Now, I have to have time limits because my workshop is starting, right? So it's easy, pretty easy for me to say, okay, I have limited time. I'm offering this workshop for this price only until the next one, okay? So my next workshop will be in April. I will start promoting it in the mid-March. But the price that I had earlier is not ever going to be the same. So I'm gonna increase the price with a little bit. So the offer that I had earlier, that was a time limited offer for 500 kroners. Next time I'm going to charge more. And that will also be a limited price, a limited time. I get offer that price. And then the quantity. If you are just starting, you also want to limit the amount of clients that you want to serve. So I only want to serve like 30 max at the time. I don't want to have too many in my workshop at the same time. In my dance classes, I have a limit of 10 people in one class because I know that if I have more than 10 people, the quality of my teaching will be reduced and the experience of everybody will be reduced, like the experience of being seen and heard, and that I cannot, honestly, I cannot go to everybody within the 45 minutes and correct them and elevate them if there are more than 10 people in the class. I've been teaching since I was 16. So more than 30 years I have been teaching and I know my limits. So for me, if I want to provide quality, I need to decrease the quantity. And the same with my coaching, I have groups. And when I have groups, I don't take more than max 30 because I know if I'm going to serve more than 30 people, then it's going to be, then I have to offer something else. Then I can offer video courses, I can offer other things. But if I'm going to, really focus on growth and strategy, then I would rather have small groups. That's me. But what are your limits? What are your quantity? It is not to create a fear in people. It's not to create this push for them to be, buy it now or you'll never get it. It's not about that. It's about how are you able to serve them the best way. So when it comes to my products, there is no quantity. I want to have like millions of people buying my products because that is something that is like, it will just automatically go, it's produced and I'm earning money on it. Of course, there is no quantity, and there's a little bit time limit because if they buy it, this package, they'll get discount if they buy it for that much of an amount or time, or if they take up on an offer. So I want to hear from you. I hope this has been useful for you. So I want to hear, how do you create your irresistible offer? And if you're using this system, tell us about it. Try to sell us our irresistible offer. And if you don't like the word selling, you can offer it to us and in a way that it becomes irresistible. And remember, you're doing us a favor by telling us what you do. There might be, some of you are health coaches. I guess there are people in this group who really needs your offer and really needs you to help them. So don't be shy, put the offer into the comment and, help us learn from each other. Have a lovely day and take care. And I'm excited to hear from you soon. Take care. Bye.